Oakland, California. Battle for the Bay. Just the 13th time in the regular season the Raiders and 49ers meet as we welcome you to the NFL on Fox. Along with Rondé Barber, I'm Chris Myers. San Francisco with a 7-5 record. Still a shot at the playoffs, Rondé, but it feels a lot worse.
Well, it feels worse because they put themselves in a situation where the remaining 4 games matter. They have to win, and it starts here in Oakland today.
And it starts with their quarterback, Colin Kaepernick, having to play better. Head coach Jim Harbaugh defending him this week after one of his more miserable career performances on Thanksgiving against Seattle. And there's Derek Carr. The Raiders feel they have the young quarterback to build around, the second rounder out of Fresno State who's played every game. Bruce Ellington active and back to return. The Raiders won the toss and deferred. And driving it through the end zone, Sebastian Janikowski. Colin Kaepernick, whose 15 touchdown passes, Rondé, all have come from outside the pocket this year. He has not run the ball well recently himself. In the first few games of the season, he was successful moving on the ground.
Well, they've clearly changed the emphasis of this offense, trying to keep him in the pocket earlier in the season to mixed results, really. And last week, he had one of his most miserable performances. He'll have to improve on that mightily today. It's going to be a rough environment. We'll see if he gets it done.
On first down, Kaepernick with time, running, pointing, and throwing. And it's intercepted. Brandon Ross on a floated pass. The Raiders with a takeaway.
This Raiders defense, only its 9th turnover on the season and on the first play of the game. Now, Colin Kaepernick, you see him. Play is set up to get out of his hands quickly. He had his fullback in the flat there, but he's always been an improviser and trying to get this ball downfield. Ill-advised, turnover on the first play of the game. And if you're the Oakland Raiders, that's exactly the start that you wanted.
Both of these teams coming off embarrassing losses. And remember, the Raiders that shut out at St. Louis said they were shell-shocked. For Kaepernick, only his 9th interception this year. But the Raiders start on offense at their own 49.
What's up?
Darren McFadden straight ahead and goes nowhere. Derek Carr completing 59% of his passes with 14 touchdown tosses. He leads all rookie quarterbacks in the NFL in that department this season.
And you and I agree, Chris, that this kid is a professional already. You listen to him talk and his meaning, his manner in which he approaches his job. It's exactly what the Raiders need.
Latavius Murray is active. We expect to see a lot of him today in the backfield as well as Carr looks and is on the run. And the rookie is in 49er territory and reaches near a first down. Let's get a final and an update on that Colts-Browns game and Joel Klatt.
That's right, Chris. In a game some of you were watching, Andrew Luck went 90 yards in 11 plays and finds T.Y. Hilton for the 1-yard touchdown. 25-24 Colts, under 20 seconds to go. Chris, Rondé, Jen, back to you.
Thank you, Joel. One of the outstanding young quarterbacks in the game is Luck as he leads his team to victory after the first down run from Carr. Inside the 40 of San Francisco, pass is caught. Marcel Reese with another Raider first down. The fullback / halfback who does a lot of things well for this Raider team. As we check the lineup, James Jones, the former Packer, leads the team in catches with 60, and he is often the go-to guy for Carr, who has started every game for the Raiders at quarterback this year.
James Jones comes over from Green Bay, and I really like the way he possesses the football for this team. He's really their only option. Up front, this team is much better pass blocking than they are run blocking. We'll see if Darren McFadden and Latavius Murray can get something going in the run game today for this team. He's in the game now.
Murray hadn't played since his 100-yard game against Kansas City. Carries there and is knocked down, out with a concussion last week against the Rams. Well, San Francisco still has a top-level defense despite a number of injuries throughout the season. Justin Smith, the savvy veteran, playing well up front. Chris Borland, the defensive player of the month with 70 tackles and 2 interceptions.
Great rookie player. Unexpectedly having to step in and has been a surprise for this San Francisco defense so far this season.
Murray remains in the game at running back. They'd like to get him 15 to 18 touches. Carr scrambling and flips the pass, completes to Murray. And a group of 49ers. Here comes a flag late. It looked like the whistle had blown, and there was still some shoving going on. You got the impression that this rivalry is more important to the Raiders than the 49ers.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 77. 15-yard penalty. The down counts. It'll be third down.
And if you want to fire up the rivalry juices early in the game, watch Howard here come in late. Really unnecessary, but.
Well, this is a game for the fans as well. Oakland and San Francisco, only the 4th time that they've played here in Oakland. And Derek Carr said, remember, he grew up in Bakersfield, California. You're either a Raider or a 49er fan. He said fans have come up to me and said, if you just win one more game this year,
win
this one.
Geographical rivalry, I think, more than on paper. Only played 12 times in their existence.
Split down the middle, record-wise. Great, iconic franchises with great success. Raiders have struggled there over the last decade as the pass is incomplete. Thrown a little behind Kembrell Tompkins. It'll be 4th down.
Early in this game, when we were down on that field, it seemed fine. It looked dry. I know there's been a lot of rain in this area, but you saw Latavius Murray slip. You saw Kembrell Tompkins. You see it digging up already. We'll have to keep an eye on that as the game goes on, see if it becomes a factor.
A 57-yard field goal try for Sebastian Janikowski. He has the leg. He drives the ball. And the Raiders lead. An early interception by the Raider defense of Colin Kaepernick sets up the Raiders at a 57-yard field goal from Sebastian Janikowski, who is now 13 out of 15 this year. That is his season long. Prior to that, it was 53 yards. And however terse Kaepernick was during the week with the local media, you wonder what the vibe is after throwing an early interception on that San Francisco sideline.
Well, then it gives them more fuel, at least now as they're talking about him. But early in this game, Chris, we'll see how he responds. We did talk to Colin on Friday, and he was very sullen, I guess is the word to say. You could say some of that was determination, but the attitude that he's portrayed this week, not only with us, but with the media, puts him in a situation where if he does have a bad game, he's going to be vilified. So we'll see how he handles that today.
Janikowski, who kicked off to start the game and then made the field goal, will boom it again. Back of the end zone through the arms of Ellington, and the 49er offense, just as they did to start the game, will open at the 20-yard line with the Raiders leading by the score of 3-0. We welcome those of you just joining us. The NFL on Fox. Rondé Barber, Chris Myers here in Oakland. The Bay Area rival between the 49ers and the Raiders. An early Kaepernick interception led to a field goal for the Raiders. It's the second series for San Francisco. Kaepernick running to his left. He'll lose yards. Seal Moore from his linebacker outside rush spot.
Seal Moore is a stacked linebacker. You see him right here in the middle of your screen. Just watch his reaction. Nobody comes up to the second level. His design run all the way, and they go after. He's talking about slow starts. Interception on the first play and a pass. Tried design run for Colin Kaepernick. Second play and a big loss. Raiders came to play.
Kaepernick rushed for more than 50 yards in 3 of the first 4 games, but he hasn't been near that mark since over the last 8 games. And a loss of 7 on that play. The give is to Gore with a big hole, and Frank Gore gets a lot of that yardage back. And that's really the San Francisco offense when it's working well, although he's averaging a career low 3.9 a carry.
They got to get the ball back to Frank Gore. He is the best power runner I've ever seen. They've kind of gotten away from it. Him and Carlos Hyde will get their chances today. Up front, these big guards, Mike Iupati and Alex Boone, need to have big days inside. See if that run game can get itself established today.
Jonathan Martin continues to start for Anthony Davis. Iupati, the left guard, Staley, the left tackle. Six defensive backs. Here comes a flag right away. Kaepernick gets rid of it. The whistle blew.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Terry McCauley, our referee, former NSA computer employee, so he's watching everything closely. This backs up Harbaugh's team to the 15 on third down.
Raiders defense there trying to muddy up the look, give them a bunch of different formations to look at, see if they can confuse them. It took them a little bit too long to discern what they were doing. You got the delay of game.
Kaepernick underneath to Crabtree. Crabtree, can he get the first down? Yes. Caught it 7 yards short, but made the run. And Michael Crabtree, with his 52nd catch of the season, gets Kaepernick out of a hole.
The Raiders are sitting back in a deep zone. You see Crabtree there, and what they do, watch Anquan Bolt. He's blocking the entire way. He gets another block on the outside there by Stevie Johnson, and it just kind of expressed his way there to a first down.
Brandon Lloyd is inactive today. Quentin Patton up at receiver for San Francisco. And Carlos Hyde in the backfield as Crabtree has trouble gripping the ball. Brought down right away on the first down throw by T.J. Carey, rookie from Ohio. You talked about the San Francisco offense and running the ball to strength. Vernon Davis, with just 2 touchdown catches this year after 13 last year, has not on a pace to have a career low number of catches. On 2nd and 11. Kaepernick over the head of Davis, and Crabtree was in the area as well.
I'm not sure where that ball was trying to go to. Vernon Davis on that deep crossing route. But he's been off early in this game. We saw the interception first play. That pass there, the only one he's completed is a quick underneath throw. Colin Kaepernick, he's been struggling a little bit throwing the football. He's going to have to get himself righted here early in this football game, Chris.
Converted on the last 3rd and long. 6 defensive backs in again for the Raiders. 3 receivers to the top of the screen for Kaepernick. He's running out of the pocket, and he's going down at the 30. The Raider defense, Benson Mayowa, brings down Colin Kaepernick, and it's 4th down for the 49ers.
Well, he's got to see this pressure coming in on him. There was actually a really nice game on the left side of the defensive line there by Oakland. Doesn't get rid of the ball quickly and takes a sack. Slow start, Chris, for this 49ers offense, and it's reminiscent somewhat of last week.
Picking up where they left off against Seattle on Thanksgiving. They were anxious to get going. Andy Lee booms this out of here. T.J. Carey backing up to the 9-yard line of Oakland. And brought down just short of the 20. A geographical rivalry that goes back in the Bay Area. Raiders with the early lead.
Check 2 bags for free because you plan to look this good all week. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
It's not about how many miles you can get out of the C-Max Hybrid. It's about how much life you can fit into it. The Ford C-Max Hybrid, with an EPA estimated range of 540 miles on a tank of gas, and all the room you need to enjoy the trip. Go stretch out. Go further.
The good more is capturing the moment they open their gifts from Verizon.
Whoa! A Bose Bluetooth speaker.
And cut.
The not so good more
All right, honey, this time, face towards the light.
is take two.
Are you naughty? Are you nice? That's the tension I need to see. All right, we're losing light, people. Action.
Wow.
Cut. I'm not feeling it, sweetheart. We're gonna have to go in a different direction.
Doug?
Now get the Samsung Galaxy S5 for $0 plus $100 back with trade-in.
Wow.
Nice.
And get $150 credit when you switch to Verizon.
We spent the holidays together as a Vikings family until the kids went to school, made new friends, and got married. Now we're a Vikings, Eagles, Bengals, Cowboys, Steelers family. NFL Shop, jerseys, gear, and gifts for the whole entire family.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
We welcome you back to the Coliseum in Oakland. It's the NFL's oldest current venue. And the Raider fans excited early with a 3-0 lead. Latavius Murray stepping in after McFadden started at running back.
180! What's it?
He gets the carry and gets across the 20-yard line. For the 49ers, their season opened at Dallas. They lost at home to Chicago. They've actually, the 49ers, been a better road team, although this not much of a road game into the area. And coming off that loss against Seattle, but they had won 3 in a row before that. And at 7-5, still in the playoff hunt, but can't afford a misstep. Carr completes for the first down. A flag comes in as Andre Holmes goes out of bounds. This may be offensive. Pass interference.
Pass interference. Offense number 18. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Tony Sperano, who took over when Dennis Allen was fired as the head coach in week 4.
You'll see him get to the top of your route here and just push. He just pushes off. I mean, it's blatant. Arms extended. Cornerback was in position. He has that right. Easy flag for them to throw there.
Working against Parrish Cox, who's in for Tremaine Brock, out with a hamstring injury in that 49ers secondary. Murray remains the back now at 2nd and 18. The first down wiped out. Carr looks one way and is going to keep and then get rid of it. Goes down in the end zone. And Aaron Lynch, who started for Amon Brooks, who is active but got into some trouble with the team a little bit. Lynch, the rookie, doing a good job with 5 sacks this year.
South Florida rookie, too. I grew up in my backyard, watched him play in college, and he's been a great substitute. The strength of this 49er defense is at their outside linebacker, Aaron Lynch, Alden Smith, who we all know, and Ahmad Brooks, who's not starting today, but still has been very productive this year, too. He has 5 sacks on this defense as well.
On 3rd and 18, Carr has to get rid of it quickly. It's caught well short of the first down. Michael Rivera, the tight end. Michael Wilhoit, the linebacker, right with him. Only 2 tight ends up and active for this Raider team today. Scott Simonson brought up from the practice squad, but it's 4th down. Marquette King standing at the goal line of the Raiders. And Bruce Ellington back to receive for San Francisco. Waving everybody away. The ball drops and rolls inside the 40 of the 49ers. Kaepernick's 2 out of 4 so far with a pick. The Raiders enjoying the early lead.
Do you ever think that you might have done some things over there that you wish you hadn't?
I'm willing to meet my creator and answer for every shot that I took.
Rated R.
You ready for this?
I'm ready. With the innovation of Intel, your creativity can shine this holiday. Expert service, unbeatable price, Best Buy.
The most amazing thing about the Ford Fusion isn't the way it looks. The most amazing thing is the way it sees. With blind spot technology, a lane keeping system, and a standard rear view camera, the Fusion is ready for whatever comes your way. Go prepared. Go further.
Behind every open heart is a story. For some, it's about finishing the race, no matter what the obstacles. When you keep an open heart, amazing things happen. That's what the Open Hearts collection at K Jewelers is all about.
Every kiss begins with K. We're making memories today. Come on, everybody say. Fa la 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 la.
Today's game is sponsored by Ford. Beautiful things happen when you go further.
The NFL on Fox, the Raiders and 49ers here in Oakland. Spotted at the 40. Under 6 minutes to go. The early turnover has given the Raiders the lead. Frank Gore in the backfield for Kaepernick. And Kaepernick on the move. Middle of the field and completes. That's Vernon Davis, who slips a tackle and gets down to the 37-yard line of Oakland.
Hey, there he is.
Well, you said it was important for this offense, other than running to Gore, to get the ball to Davis.
Well, we know that we talked about it earlier, how much more effective Colin Kaepernick is throwing the football out of the pocket. Vernon Davis has virtually been invisible in this offense all year long. 23 catches coming into the game is just not acceptable for a guy of his talent. They got to continue to push the ball to him all day today, I think, Chris.
A 23-yard gain is one of the few big gainers. He's been blocking a lot more with the injuries in the offensive line. After the first down, it's Frank Gore, and he slips through a hole and gets down to the 32. They've been running the ball the least of the Jim Harbaugh era this season.
They tried to change this offense, I guess is a good way to say it, in the offseason. Obviously, there's elements that will always be in there. They felt like it was getting a little bit stale, so they moved a little bit more to get Colin Kaepernick to stay in the pocket, and it just really hasn't worked out. Some of the things that they've done well in the past, they need to get back to doing it. 2-back sets, 2 tight ends like they have now is a good start.
On 2nd and 5, it's Gore with a big hole, and Frank Gore down to the 20. Another 49er first down.
Well, Frank looks like Frank of old. Here he gets a pull by Alex Boone out in front of him. You see the counter steps in the backfield, sealed on the edge, and Frank Gore, when you give him that much space, has always been dangerous.
Like the big plays of Vernon Davis, Frank Gore, no run this year longer than 28 yards. Last year he had more than 15 of those kinds of runs. Carlos Hyde in at running back, top of your screen. That's Bolden in the backfield. And the give straight ahead to Anquan Bolden. A creative offensive alignment there.
Well, I don't know who they were trying to fool. Put him in the backfield. And obviously, they might be trying to set up something later in the game. I'm going to have to check. You have to ask Rick Odioso here in the booth if Bolden has any rushes in his career. I don't think he does.
He is our research and statistician. Bolden, the leading receiver on the team at age 34. I don't think he's going to outrun anybody, but Carlos Hyde might. And the rookie gets the carry and is run out of bounds. Hyde, the second-round pick, been bothered by a bit of a shoulder injury lately. But a complete back, according to the 49ers, want to work him in a little bit more. Especially with Frank Gore at age 31 and in a contract year.
They're going to find a way to replace him. He's the guy. He had an outstanding career at Ohio State, as you know, Chris.
That was Bolden's first of the year in terms of running the football on a big third down here. Bolden is in the backfield with Kaepernick and Gore. And he's throwing to Bolden, who's got a first down inside the 10. Charles Woodson, the veteran back there, and as you quickly pointed out from your defensive back days, when they ran to Bolden, they were setting up something.
Well, this was a different formation. Really set up a triple option type look when you have quarterback in a shotgun. They use it just as play action, get a guy into the flat quickly. It was a nice play. Offensive coordinator Greg Roman, obviously under some fire here in the Bay Area from various people. Getting real creative today.
A sharp-looking drive by Kaepernick in this 49er offense. Kaepernick throws, completes. That's Bruce Miller, who is in for the 49er. Well, they're going to call him. They're going to say touchdown. One official said no. Terry McCauley will clarify here.
Field goal units out. That was an anticlimactic call there.
Well, one official went to raise his arms.
You see Bruce Miller here in the flat. We'll check and see if his left foot steps out of bounds.
Right there, you can't. It's blocked by the camera view, but the official was right there. And they are. We should see his foot here.
The previous play is under review. Timeout.
Certainly looks like he did not go out of bounds from that angle.
We didn't get a signal from any of the refs on the goal line. So
there was hesitation. We'll take a closer look at Miller's catch and run toward the end zone.
Okay, so it's a pretty simple formula. What you put in the back of your truck is all about what you put in the front of your truck. And here's the main ingredient. Ford Super Duty second generation 6.7-liter power stroke diesel, which makes this the most powerful Super Duty ever. It delivers more max towing power than any other pickup. 31,200 pounds. Yeah, that's nearly 16 tons, Professor. You're welcome. This is Ford Super Duty.
When I was a kid, I wanted to touch the skies.
I wanted to invent things.
I wanted to protect others.
I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to make a difference.
I knew that one day I would be the difference. I am a special missions aviator.
Clinical nurse.
Pararescueman. I'm Captain Chris Niels, and we are American Airmen.
See more at airforce.com.
I want to pump you up.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was terrible.
I want to pump you up.
It's like we're talking to a wall.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of sick game you're playing.
Knock.
Training is hard. Saving is easy. Get a discount double check today.
Hey, Rich, what's that in your hand?
My AT&T cell phone bill.
Verizon bill?
Yeah.
That's cool.
No.
How much are you spending per month?
$110.
Just me, $120. $260.
What if Sprint could cut your rate plan in half and give you unlimited talk and text in the U.S. and match your data?
Goodbye, Verizon.
I am done with AT&T.
Bring in your Verizon or AT&T bill, turn in your old phone, and we'll cut your rate plan in half. Visit us online or visit a Sprint store today.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Sprint.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Well, there was never a clear call on the field, but clearly, Bruce Miller got into the end zone without stepping out of bounds.
He's 6-8 inches from the sideline. I'm not sure why we didn't get a confirmation from any of those refs.
Well,
it was a touchdown.
The replay booth is telling us it was ruled a touchdown, even though no official put his arms completely up into the air. So Terry McCauley making sure.
I don't expect you to be able to read their minds, Chris. We need visual signals up here.
Oh, that's what officials are supposed to do. And obviously they wouldn't review the touchdown unless it was challenged or it was called a touchdown on the field. But a much-needed touchdown. Kaepernick to Miller. And the 49ers snap out of an early first quarter slump and lead.
Ford Escape is clearly intended to grab your eye. Oh, and your foot. Huh, ain't that a kick? The Ford Escape with the foot-activated liftgate. Go open up something interesting. Go further.
Sorry, can you take a picture, please?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Meet Maggie.
Smile. Whoa, this takes really good pictures.
Maggie wants some hands-on experience. Hands-on experience with Samsung. But she's been going about it all the wrong way.
I have?
Yeah, you have. Luckily for Maggie, there's a place for her to touch, try, and play with all the devices she's been dying to get her hands on. The Samsung Experience Shop, only at Best Buy.
You don't need to think about the energy that makes our lives possible. Because we do. We're ExxonMobil, and powering the world responsibly is our job. Because boiling an egg isn't as simple as just boiling an egg. Life takes energy. Energy lives here.
You ready for this?
Ready. With the innovation of Intel, your creativity can shine this holiday. Expert service, unbeatable price, Best Buy.
Brilliant Detective, Bad Attitude. Backstrom premieres Thursday, January 22nd.
This week, Fox brings you the biggest fight card in broadcast television history. It's a two-night UFC event beginning Friday with the Ultimate Fighter finale on Fox Sports 1, and then continuing Saturday, UFC Fight Night on Fox. Just over 4 minutes, 60 yards covered for the 49ers, and the touchdown kicking off. Phil Dawson, TJ Carey back for the Raiders. A high kick. Carey from the 6-yard line. Works up across the 25-yard line to set up the Raider offense. Let's head down to the field and Jennifer Hale.
Well, Chris, Rondé mentioned potential problems with a soggy field earlier, and it is something both sides are worried about. Offensive coordinator Greg Olson had his squad out here early this morning testing their footing. James Jones tells me he's going to start with his normal molded cleats, but on both sides, Chris, even for Eric Reed over for the 49ers, there's going to be a change of shoes and longer 5/8-inch cleats. 6 inches of rain here in Oakland. This field has stayed covered, Chris, but the Raiders left their practice field uncovered to get used to working in waterlogged conditions.
Even Jim Harbaugh, the 49er head coach, has cleats on. Pass is complete. That's Marcel Reese. Tough yards up across the 32-yard line. Not a lot of head coaches in the NFL wear cleats, do they?
No, because they're uncomfortable.
And there's Jim Harbaugh working the sideline and working those feet.
He played for 15 years in the NFL. Some habits are hard to break, right, Chris?
Yeah, and his first coaching job in the NFL with the Raiders.
I do not have cleats up here in the booth.
You wear socks. People wonder about that. On 2nd down 4, straight ahead, Murray, and it'll bring up 3rd and short. Let's check on those Seahawks with Joel Klatt.
All right, Chris, I don't have cleats on either, but Jeremy Maclin does, and he takes this pass from Mark Sanchez into the end zone. That's Maclin's 10th of the season, matches his career high that was set back in 2010. 7-0 Eagles in that one. Chris, Rondé, and Jen.
Joel, an outstanding quarterback in his college days, terrific baseball player as well. So he did get the first down, and 49er fans watching that Seahawk-Eagle game closely. Joe will keep us updated with Kurt Menefee. Also Arizona playing at home against Kansas City. Latavius Murray. First down, 49er territory.
You get a glimpse of what they see in this kid, and he's their big play threat. He only came in with 14 carries, but watch him stick his foot in the ground right there and get vertical. That lane is huge. He has some cutback ability, has big, strong legs. There's a reason why this guy is going to see a lot of carries today for the Raiders.
Had a 90-yard run in that win, the only win for the Raiders this year, where they knocked off Kansas City. It's the end of the opening quarter here in Oakland. Raiders score first. Kaepernick a touchdown toss. San Francisco leads 7-3, but the Raiders are on the move.
you're Salt and Peppa, you tell people to push it.
Push it real good.
It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
I'm pushing it real good.
Introducing Applebee's revolutionary triple bacon all-in burger with smoky bacon ranch sauce, bacon seared inside fresh ground beef, and more bacon on the outside. New all-in burgers with free refills of fries and a surprisingly low bill. Only at Applebee's.
Wednesday, 11th ranked Kansas versus Georgetown on Fox Sports 1.
In the nation, misfortune doesn't take a holiday. But add brand new belongings from Nationwide and we'll replace stolen or destroyed items with brand new versions. Making sure every season is the season of giving. Just another way we put members first. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
You don't have to wait.
Oops, my finger slipped. Oops, so did mine.
To rip open a Very Merry Sunday Fun Day.
I can't take that. I don't have time in my life to return things.
Ring in the season with 4 festive all-new episodes. I just pulled 1,000 muscles that will smack you with holiday cheer.
Sorry, we were under the mistletoe.
That's lettuce caught in a spider's web.
It's a Christmas wish come true.
Kids, I don't think you pray to Santa.
Lord Santa, strike him down! A Very Merry Sunday Fun Day starts at 8, 7 Central tonight on Fox.
The reference to Jim Harbaugh, who has a year remaining on his contract. And of course, the rivalry between the Raiders and 49ers. We start the second quarter. Latavius Murray, and here comes a flag.
False start. Offense number 45. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The call on Marcel Reese. The rookie Derek Carr has been very careful, sacked only 15 times. And people remember David Carr, his brother, who was brought into the league and sacked repeatedly, has almost, according to the coaching staff, gotten rid of the ball too quickly at times, which you don't hear very often.
180! What's it?
On 1st and 15, Murray knocked down.
Well, it's because he's overly cautious. You know, he's got a good relationship with his brother. Well, here's rivalry.
Okay.
Saw the personal foul earlier. No love lost. But getting back to David Carr and your mention, you know, offensive coordinator Greg Olson told us that, yes, he has some things to learn as a quarterback.
This is what we saw moments ago. Continue on Carr.
Get back to him after the snap.
We have a timeout.
First charge timeout, Oakland.
We'll talk more about the future of the Raiders quarterback Derek Carr in a moment.
The Volkswagen Golf was just named Motor Trend's 2015 Car of the Year. So was the 100% electric e-Golf and the 45 Highway MPG TDI Clean Diesel. And last but not least, the high-performance GTI. Looks like we're gonna need a bigger podium. The Volkswagen Golf family, Motor Trend's 2015 Cars of the Year.
No kids today. Everything needs a battery. Oh, hold on now. K Jewelers. Looks like we got us a young man here.
Save 25% on any Citizen watch at K, the #1 jewelry store in America.
That's long enough, son.
Every kiss begins with K.
At this moment, all of my past accomplishments mean nothing. Better starts now.
Citizen, Echo Drive,
Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen.
Before Larry instantly transferred money from his Bank of America savings account to his Merrill Edge retirement account. Before he opened his first hot chocolate stand, calling winter an underserved season. And before he quit his friend's leaf raking business for not offering a 401k, Larry knew the importance of preparing for retirement. That's why when the time came, he counted on Merrill Edge to streamline his investing and help him plan for the road ahead. That's the power of streamlined connections. That's Merrill Edge and Bank of America.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by the Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event. By Citizen Echo Drive, powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen. And by Merrill Edge. It's investing streamlined.
A look at downtown Oakland here at the Coliseum. Derek Carr, the rookie quarterback, already holds Raider rookie records in passing yards and touchdowns. Today he's 4 out of 6. Facing a 2nd and 12 near midfield. McFadden at running back. Murray has carried much of this quarter as well, and that is Reese who goes straight ahead.
Let me finish that thought on Derek Carr before we went to the break there. You know, the one thing that having a brother that played in this league, and you mentioned how many sacks that he took when he was in Houston, you know, he told him, you need to be protection sound. And if there's one thing that this young kid does well is understand protections. Now, Greg Olsen, the offensive coordinator, says that's all well and good, but he has to learn to not get rid of the ball quick when there's pressure there. He's such a good athlete, but he's got a long way to go still before he gets to that elite level.
On 3rd and 9 from the pocket. Shows off the arm and hits for the first down. Vincent Brown.
Well, he must have been listening to Greg Olsen last night, because he stood there solidly in that pocket, delivered this ball. The protection was there, and this is what people love about him. He's got a real strong live arm. He delivers strikes to his receivers when they're open. That was a nice executed throw and catch there.
There is Greg Olsen, the fine offensive coordinator, and a 20-yard completion. The rookie records that Carr broke, that of Tom Flores back in 1960. The team mark, and of course Tom Flores, part of the radio broadcast team. There he is with Greg Papa and Jim Plunkett.
180! What's it?
Extra lineman in. Murray on first down. Tackle made by Chris Borland. So Carr drafted in the 2nd round, 36th overall. His brother David, who's 12 years older, remember the #1 overall pick by the Texans back in 2002. But even Tony Sperano said he was amazed how mature and professional he was right away. You could see it in training camps. Sperano working with the offensive line first and then taking over as head coach.
We've met him one time, and we came away with that exact impression of him, Chris. It's impressive.
Fakes, fires, and complete. That's Rivera.
Love the way they're calling this game right now for this kid. There's purpose in the play calling. You see the play fake trying to draw up the underneath coverage of the 49ers, and then he just delivers a strike there again to Michael Rivera. I'm telling you, Chris, this arm, you get some talent around this kid. This could be the emergence of something good back in Oakland.
Finally, a young quarterback to build around. Bryce Butler checks in at receiver after a pickup of 19. 1st and goal Raiders. Murray, the running back. Carr floats it for the end zone. There's contact. Incomplete. Chris Culliver working on Butler, who had just checked in, and no flag.
Good no flag. There's no indication by Culliver here or no action by Culliver to prevent him from going up and making that catch. But the ball was delivered perfectly. Bryce Butler had it in his hands. That could have been a really nice catch for a touchdown.
One of the angular receivers at 6'3". Holmes is 6'4", one of the big targets.
180! What's it?
Murray with an extra lineman in. Trying to find the end zone. Knocked down inside the 5.
For all their struggles, Chris, on offense for the Raiders, one place where they've been good, and statistics can say a lot for you, but they've been excellent in the red zone. They're #1 in the league. We'll see what Greg Olsen has dialed up, and Vic Fangio.
We have an injured player. That is Chris Culliver. Excuse me, Rhonda.
Yeah, I didn't see the injury go down there. But he looks like he's riding in pain there. He's kicking his legs for somebody to get him.
While they take care of Chris Culliver, we will step aside.
What'd you get?
What'd you get? Oh, what'd you get, dude? What'd you get? What did you get?
I'm stuck.
What'd you get, Private? What'd you get? Hit the deck!
What'd you get? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh, come on, mate! Open it already!
Oh, I can't wait.
Open it. Oh, dude.
Hey! I guess we're gonna need a new Santa.
More people are coming to Audi than ever before. See why now is the best time. Audi will cover your first month's payment on select models at the Season of Audi sales event. Visit AudiOffers.com today.
Sherman and the Legion of Superfans on a mission to get Richard to his Campbell's Chunky Soup.
It's new chunky beer and cheese with beef and bacon soup.
I love it.
And Mama loves you.
Brilliant Detective, Bad Attitude. Backstrom premieres Thursday, January 22nd.
Chris Culliver with what looks like a lower leg injury helped to the 49ers sideline.
You'll see if we pause it right here. Watch his left knee right there. Just get bent up under the running back, Latavius Murray there, and you'll see him. He gets up. You can tell it's hurt, and it's unfortunate. They're very thin at cornerback position, Chris.
Tremaine Brock inactive today. Carlos Rogers, Chris Cook, players that they have not been able to use during the course of the year. Now 3rd and goal. And Dante Johnson, the rookie, is in at one corner with Parrish Cox the other.
What's up?
Carr throws low, but in the end zone. Matt McCants make that Donald Penn, the extra lineman, with a touchdown catch.
Donald Penn starting left tackle for the Oakland Raiders, and I said they were #1 in the red zone. Well, if you got 290 or 300-pound offensive tackles catching balls, you know you've got some creativity down there.
They've been using an extra lineman this entire drive. This a tackle-eligible play.
You see Donald Penn right there, and I happened to play with Donald Penn in Tampa for a number of years. I think this might be his 3rd or 4th touchdown of his career, because he caught a couple. This is his 3rd touchdown of his career, because he caught a couple with me when I was in Tampa. It's actually a nice catch. He went down low to get that thing.
Orange timeout, San Francisco.
49ers, Jim Harbaugh calls time. And for Derek Carr, I think he's talking to Terry McCauley about tackle eligible. Did he report? Did the team report it?
You can see him giving up on that argument very quickly.
Not something reviewable, but a used timeout for Jim Harbaugh. The 15th touchdown pass of the season for rookie Derek Carr. Again, leads the all NFL quarterbacks in that department coming into the game. It was a low pass to Penn, but he went down and got it. And the extra point by Janikowski gives the Raiders a 3-point lead. Donald Penn, longtime Buccaneer, left tackle, goes down and gets it. And all 335 pounds into the end zone and more.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list with the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. Hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, trade up to get a total value of $9,500 on this 2014 Silverado Crew Cab All-Star. It's the year-end event at your Chevy dealer.
Jimmy, have you been here all night?
Yeah, Kurt, I was watching some film with my new Amazon Fire TV stick.
Game film?
No, some of my favorite rom-coms. I plugged my new Fire TV stick right into the HDMI slot of the TV, and then I got access to 200,000 movies and TV episodes.
I actually just got a Fire TV stick for my wife for the holidays. It's in the dressing room.
Oh, it was for your wife? I wondered why you wrote honey on the card.
Seriously?
Check out the new Fire TV stick from Amazon starting at $39. Shh, this is my favorite part.
We're making memories today. Come on, everybody say, fa la 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 la.
The biggest entertainment launch of the year. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Rated M for mature.
Xbox One, now $349.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Cialis.
Raiders kicking off after the touchdown toss to Donald Penn. Bruce Ellington slips up past the 25 and gets up at the 30-yard line. A strong return for the 49ers. We saw Jim Harbaugh arguing about the tackle-eligible play. Let's bring in our rules analyst, Mike Pereira. Mike, clarify for us, because during that drive, Matt McCants was an extra lineman that was reporting, but the touchdown pass went to left tackle Donald Penn.
Yeah, and of course you could report multiple guys as long as you report them every play. And I think Jim was satisfied with the explanation he got that both sides, both tackles had reported.
Yeah, stay with us, because I want to know, when you report, is it just to the sideline, each sideline that has to be informed? On first down, Carlos Hyde gets the carry for the 49ers, brought down right away. So, Mike, explain who gets reported to so that both sidelines are well aware in the officiating crew.
Here's the issue. What they must do is come directly to the referee, and they report to the referee, who on non-scrimmage kick plays makes the announcement over the PA system that he has. So he reports the tackles as eligible, or reports the 70 numbers as eligible.
All right, and that was the explanation we can assume that was given to Jim Harbaugh, who used a timeout to discuss that. Each team with 2 remaining here in the first half. Thank you, Mike Pereira. Kaepernick floats one for Crabtree. Contact, and here comes the flag. Former 49er Terrell Brown running with him.
Well, the flag came out as if it was pass interference on Terrell Brown, but the only thing they can give him, in my view, is that his head didn't come around.
Pass interference. Defense number 23. Automatic first down.
He's in great position here, Chris. He just doesn't look for the ball, or he attempts to look for the ball in the wrong. It's too late. Really, it's a ticky-tack foul to me. To me, it was good coverage using, not affecting Crabtree's ability to catch that ball. Nonetheless, first down.
A 21-yard penalty. On the Raiders side of the field, Kaepernick throws. Here comes another flag. He was trying to go to Crabtree again. Hayden covering him this time.
He's going to get holding out there on DJ Hayden, and this one.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 25. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Like finish. This one was a good call. See DJ Hayden here, man-to-man coverage, bump at the line of scrimmage. As he gets to the top of his route, look at just a handful of jersey. Restriction from coming back to the football. Easy call there, pass for holding on DJ Hayden.
Defensive coordinator Jason Tarver with the eye black, even though there's no sun out here.
Man, he's into it.
So the foul moves the ball up to the 42, but a first down for San Francisco. Kaepernick to Gore. And Frank Gore pounding the middle of that Raider defense. San Francisco's all-time leading rusher, the franchise leading rusher at age 31. And again, his career low average coming in under 4 yards a carry. With another player down on the field. This is a member of the Raiders. Larry Asante, backup safety, being tended to here in Oakland.
Package en route.
Roger that. Let's take positions, Landisburg.
There's halftime, and then there's a Pepsi halftime, which is why we brought the magic of halftime to Corpus Christi, Texas, exactly halfway across the United States. As a thank you to a few thousand military veterans, their families, and those who support them. There's no telling where the magic of halftime will happen next, but it just might be in your own backyard.
At Cricket Wireless, we think you shouldn't have to worry about adding up all the taxes and fees to your monthly bill. That's why our plans start at just $35 after $5 auto pay credit. All in, taxes and fees included. Cricket, something to smile about.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list with the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. Hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, trade up to get a total value of $9,500 on this 2014 Silverado Crew Cab All-Star. It's the year-end event at your Chevy dealer.
It's the spectacular Bones 200th milestone episode, Thursday on Fox.
Reserve safety Larry Asante being checked on the Raiders sideline. That's the knee area. So Brandon Ross, who had the interception in the opening quarter of Kaepernick and Woodson, the safeties. Carlos Hyde, the back for Kaepernick on 2nd and 6. Kaepernick has it. Evades the rush, throws on the run for the end zone. Out of bounds, Anquan Boldin.
Into this play now. This was a heck of a toss here by Colin Kaepernick, and that left foot is just out of bounds. Anquan Boldin, I tell you, Chris, he's been doing this a long time. He's as savvy as they come. He's definitely out of bounds there, but if he would have got that left foot in, that would have been a spectacular catch.
Almost his 5th touchdown grab of the season. When he has had a big game, the 49ers have won this year. Now 3rd and 6. That's Boldin in motion. And a timeout. It was clearly called before by Kaepernick. San Francisco will have 1 remaining.
Delay of game.
Terry McCauley is saying you didn't call the timeout before the delay, and that's what Harbaugh's arguing.
That's the 2nd delay of game penalty on Colin Kaepernick in this offense. We talked earlier about how Oakland is trying to confuse his looks, give him a bunch of stuff that he's not familiar with seeing, and he hasn't been able to diagnose it yet.
And he's frustrated because, well, they still have 2 timeouts, but he didn't want to lose the yardage there. He's trying to call time before the delay of game. Now they're 3rd and 11. Low throw. Catch made. That's Crabtree, but it's going to be 4th down. Phil Dawson may come on to try a lengthy field goal here. His season long is 55. His career long 56. This will be 54 to try and tie the game. There's a flag down. The kick is good.
Holding, offense number 88. 10-yard penalty, 4th down.
Garrett Selleck called for holding. It'll take the points off the board, and that will change things. So Andy Lee and the punting unit coming on.
Watch number 23, Terrell Brown, will be coming into your screen over here on the left side, and Selleck just grabs him and slings him to the ground. Some of that's acting, playing. You give your body some contortions, and he can't help but throw the flag. And that was a big penalty for San Francisco there, obviously, Chris, on the made field goal.
Yeah, and now, so they punt. Oakland maintains the 3-point lead at the moment. TJ Carey standing back at the 10. Lee owns this. Carey has it and goes down right away. L.J. McCray with a spectacular special teams tackle. Raiders lead it by 3, and they have the football.
Foxy outfit. Welcome to Burger King, home of the Yumbo sandwich.
This is Burger King, right?
I don't even know where I am right now.
What is going on? What is the Yumbo? That's one of the best things that came out of the 70s. It's like sandwich gold.
The Yumbo from back in the day is back with Black Forest ham and melty cheese. Now on our 2 for $5 menu, baby. Only at Burger King.
Yumbo.
My grandkids bought this Nest Learning thermostat. Programs itself, connects to their precious phones. I don't like it. Being cold builds character. Walking back and forth to the thermostat builds leg muscles. When the internet's come to life and all these gizmos turn on us, these kids won't be able to run away on those shriveled little calves. Will they love their Nest thermostat then? I don't think so.
The Nest Learning Thermostat. Welcome to a more thoughtful home.
Thank you for being a sergeant and my mom.
Thank you for helping me follow my dreams.
Thank you, Papa, for being our hero.
Military families are uniquely thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA auto insurance could be one of them. If you're a current or former military member, or their family, get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Get 10% off select major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
Empire premieres January 7th on Fox.
Worth taking a look back on that timeout the 49ers thought they had. Here you go, Ron. Do you see the play clock before the delay of game?
Yeah, it's close. It's close. It hurt them, certainly.
What's up? Field goal, holding penalty hurt as well, as Murray carries for the Raiders, getting up to the 15-yard line. It's been kind of a herky-jerky game so far, as Latavius Murray led the Raiders to their only win of the season when he lit up Kansas City with touchdown runs of 90 and 11 yards. Then on his 4th carry, had a concussion with a helmet-to-helmet hit and then did not play in that lopsided loss in St. Louis. His 90-yard run, the longest in the NFL this season, 4th longest in Raider history. On that list, Bo Jackson, who's in the building. A couple of 90-yard plus touchdown runs in silver and black for the LA Raiders.
Easy, easy, easy. Sunday.
Carr on 2nd and 6. Floats one into traffic and incomplete. Andre Holmes the target, but 2 49ers were with him.
2, maybe 3 49ers were with him on that. He got away with one there. Secondary wasn't looking back on that play. That would have been a bad play. But you talked about Latavius Murray there. I think as I look at him and what Darren McFadden hasn't been able to do this year, he might be looking at the future of running back here in Oakland, and mix that with David Carr, starting to build a nucleus.
On 3rd and 6. From the pocket, complete for a first down to Michael Rivera, who won't go down. Looked like a little confusion in the 49ers secondary pre-snap.
Definitely some confusion there. But what I'm most impressed about is Derek Carr staying in this pocket, buying some time. Obviously, there's no pressure on him. Look how comfortable he is standing in this pocket. We've seen him on film this year want to get out, want to get to his check down, but watch him stand there. Just wait for Michael Rivera to come over and deliver a strike for another first down.
Gain of 18. Murray the back.
180! What's up?
And Murray works hard to get across the 39-yard line. Let's get a game break. Check in on Arizona and KC with Joel Klatt.
Well, Chris, Arizona might not be leading the NFC West for long. Jamal Charles, 18-yard TD catch. Alex Smith and 14-6. The Cardinals are down in this one.
Thanks, Joel. The Seahawks tied with the Eagles in the second quarter.
What's up?
49ers trail here as Murray carries. Short of the first down. It'll bring up third and about a yard or two. In the NFC West, the 49ers third in the division, but they have Oakland and San Diego, but they do play Arizona and Seattle, teams that they're looking up at in the NFC West.
It's going to be interesting last month, that's for sure, Chris. Arizona's we've had them a couple of times this year, seething a little bit as this season's coming to an end without their quarterback. We'll see if they can hold on to that lead in the West.
Murray, and an excellent defensive play. Borland and Wilhoit. And it's worth mentioning, we mentioned Ahmad Brooks did not start. Aaron Lynch did. We've seen Dan Skuda out there. The report that Brooks missed a team meeting and is on the sideline for San Francisco, but has not been active, at least in this game so far. On fourth down, 49er defense does its job. Bruce Ellington back to receive the punt of Marquette King. Just over 5 minutes to go. The sun peeking through here in Oakland. A high kick. Fair catch. Let it go. Inside the 5. The Raiders down it in a hurry. Chimdi Chekwa. 49er offense takes over after the San Francisco defense did its job.
What's that?
Subway Big Hot Pastrami.
Pastrami?
No, pastrami.
Pastrami!
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 Get your own Subway Big Hot Pastrami Melt, a monument to flavor loaded with dry rub pepper-crusted beef, mustard, and pickles. Subway, eat fresh.
The good more is capturing the moment they open their gifts from Verizon.
Whoa, a Bose Bluetooth speaker. And cut.
The not so good more
All right, honey, this time face towards the light.
is take two.
You're naughty, you're nice. That's the tension I need to see. All right, we're losing light, people. Action.
Wow.
Cut. I'm not feeling it, sweetheart. We're gonna have to go in a different direction.
Doug? Now get the Samsung Galaxy S5 for $0 down, plus $100 back with trade-in.
Wow. Nice.
And get $150 credit when you switch to Verizon.
Introducing Amazon Fire TV Stick, the simplest way to stream all the entertainment you love on your big screen. Pop it in, grab the remote, and explore 200,000 movies and TV episodes from Amazon Instant Video, Hulu Plus, and more. And Amazon Prime members can access thousands of titles at no extra cost. Introducing Amazon Fire TV Stick, the newest member of the Amazon Fire TV family, starting at only $39.
Tonight on Fox, don't miss an inspiring social feature on Tiger Woods and also the holidays just around the corner. A very merry Sunday, 4 brand new Christmas episodes that will fill you with cheer tonight on Fox. Colin Kaepernick with a touchdown pass to Bruce Miller. David Carr with a touchdown pass to Donald Penn, his left tackle. And a field goal by Janikowski. That's the ball game.
Some of those Raiders pictures don't look very cheerful, Chris.
They're backed up. Well, the 49ers offense backed up in the black hole. They try to make it as uncomfortable as they can for the visiting team, even if you're a neighbor in the Bay Area. Frank Gore. Awkward looking snap exchange there, but Gore goes forward. It's only the 5th carry today for Frank Gore, but he is averaging 6 yards a touch here on the ground.
In these backed up situations, you got to expect, give some power plays, some power run game to Frank Gore. Safe. Colin Kaepernick hasn't been completely on in the passing game today. This pistol formation used to be big popular formation for him, but as he goes back under center, we'll see what play comes up here.
Kaepernick from his goal line gets away and then goes down at the 5. The swarm of Raiders eventually. Antonio Smith. Seal Moore put the pressure on. And we have a Raider still down on the field.
Seal Moore comes through the block there, Marcus Martin. And then Smith just hustling to the ball, gets a cleanup sack on Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. All right. He didn't want to leave the scene of the incident, but now it's 3rd and 10. The Raider defense, if they get the stop here, should give the offense excellent field position. Kaepernick 6 out of 9 and dropped. It was right at the first down marker. The veteran Anquan Bolden couldn't hold it.
Well, that's the guy you want to get this ball to in this situation, and Anquan Bolden not having the same year that you'd expect out of him as he has in years past, and there's been some rumblings too about him. Drops, and Colin Kaepernick delivered a good ball there and puts him in a backed up punting situation. Now, one of the interesting things about where they're punting from, the depth of the punter is affected. It's inside the 5-yard line. He's going to have to get this ball out quick and see if the Raiders decide to rush him.
Andy Lee gets it out of there. TJ Carey in 49er territory down at the 47-yard line. Let's check in on an injury down on the field with Jennifer.
Well, Chris Culliver is back in the 49er locker room right now being evaluated for a knee. He is questionable to return. Meanwhile, that's the official status of Larry Asante over here on the Raiders sideline as well. But I tell you, he's fighting to get back in this thing. He's been in and out of the locker room, on and off the training bike, pounding on his quad, trying to get it loosened up. Chrissy does not want to come out today.
Thank you, Jen, as the Raiders take over. 1st and 10, just over 3 minutes and 2 timeouts at the 47. Latavius Murray at the back.
180! What's it?
Extra lineman is Matt McCants. And Carr on the move has to dump it to Murray, who makes the catch at the 42.
Good example there, Chris, of why this kid, Derek Carr, doesn't take many sacks. Look, you just mentioned Matt McCants, who was lined up over there on Alden Smith, and he was beat immediately. But Derek Carr is so subtle getting out of the pocket and was able to get that ball out to the flat.
And he is so smart. He does not use the playlist on his wrist, and he doesn't want to do that. He likes to hear the call come into the helmet, process it himself, believe it, deliver it to the team with confidence.
180! What's it?
2nd and 5. Murray goes down beyond the 45. Ray McDonald, first time we've called his name today. It'll bring a 3rd down.
Well, this Niners defense is very strong up front. There he is right there. Their DNs, Ray McDonald, Justin Smith, are about as good as anybody in football. Mix them with those outside linebackers they got. And this is why this unit is 4th in the league in yards.
Leon McFadden in the defensive secondary on 3rd and 9.
False start. Offense number 4. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's that call where the quarterback, they say, is, and of course as a rookie, you can't bob the head or do certain things, motion that would create the defense to jump as we near the 2-minute warning here.
Watch him get a little aggressive here as he's barking out in his hands and stepping forward.
Peyton Manning would get away with that till they adjusted the rule. But he's Peyton Manning.
He probably still gets away with it.
This is Derek Carr, and the Raiders have the lead at the 2-minute warning.
Hey man, have you tried the voice text in the new iPhone 6?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, especially with things that don't normally work with regular text, like sarcasm. Please bring Amanda, she's so fun.
Or if you want to sing a message. Do you need anything from the store? Like 2% milk or skim?
Or just getting around words that are really hard to spell. Tell the McDonaghanys that we can't go camping because our exchange student Thelonious has arachnophobia, which is a shame because we prepared a smorgasbord of charcuterie for his bicentennial jamboree.
It's the time of year for making lists and checking them twice. This year, we've been at the top of more award lists than any other car company. During the Chevy year-end event, we hope to be put on yours.
Now, during the Chevy year-end event, get the best offer of the year on this 2015 Chevy Malibu.
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Well, that's weird.
What's going on around here?
Well, for one, there's no cameraman.
Actually, there's no anybody.
Wait a minute. Did you leave a bunch of your new pizzas in the green room again?
My bad. Better ingredients.
Better pizza.
Papa John's.
The time is upon us to choose which side we are on. I will not hide while others fight our battles for us!
Will you follow me one last time? Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Rated PG-13, December 17th.
The new 2015 Chevy Silverado and the NFL bring you the Silverado most dependable players of the day. Last week, Houston defensive end J.J. Watt and receiver Andre Johnson each had a touchdown catch, while receiver DeAndre Hopkins had 2. Part of a team record 6 touchdown passes from quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick in the Texans' win over Tennessee. Brought to you by the 2015 Chevy Silverado, from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road.
Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to itunes.com/NFL. Rondé Barber, Chris Myers, our crew, director Michael Frank, producer Mike Burks. Glad you're watching the NFL on Fox from the Bay Area on 3rd and 14. Pressure coming from the 49ers. Pass completed to James Jones, who can't slip away at midfield, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout quickly called. 49ers, they will have 1 remaining.
It was one of those instances, Chris, where a young quarterback sees the pressure coming. Greg Olsen, offensive coordinator Greg Olsen, gives him full autonomy to check into whatever play that he wants, and on a 3rd and 14, he checks to a short pass, and that's exactly what 49ers defense wanted him to do, and all he had to do was come up and make a quick tackle and get them off on 3rd down there.
Greg Olsen was also the offensive coordinator in Tampa when Donald Penn, the tackle, was able to be on the receiving end of touchdown passes, and he was here. David Carr completing that to give Oakland its only touchdown, and there is Donald Penn, the former Buccaneer. Marquette King ready to boot it. 49ers will have 1 timeout. Under 2 minutes here. They had a field goal wiped off the board on a holding penalty. Otherwise, we'd be tied. Ellington lets it go, and it's down again at the 9. Good punt. Our view from the Coliseum here. The Raiders have hung in there, considering they are coming off their worst beating of the season, as they were shocked and stunned by the Rams in St. Louis, and of course the 49ers, that Thanksgiving Day embarrassment in the loss to Seattle.
Well, we haven't seen much offense, Chris, from this 49ers offense. Again, struggled last week, obviously, we know that, in the big blowout loss. But so far this game, haven't seen them get the ball down the field. Colin Kaepernick struggled. They had some success running early, but so far it's been more of the same for this 49ers offense.
Kaepernick completes to Bolden, who slips one tackle, gets a first down up near the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a good positive start for him here on this 2-minute drive. And Colin Kaepernick in a 2-minute situation, I think, is more comfortable because he can get the ball out of his hands quickly. It's fast-paced. See if he can get this thing down the field and then field goal range before the half.
That's Vernon Davis with his second catch. The only touchdown for the 49ers, the only score, Bruce Miller, the fullback, his first touchdown of this year. On a delayed call from the officials when he worked his way down the sideline on the pass from Kaepernick. Kaepernick splits the rush. He's loose up to the 45. It's a first down. A 17-yard run from Colin Kaepernick.
He dropped back and there was nothing going in the passing game, and we know he can do this.
There's a late flag down over on the 49ers side of the field around the 40.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. Player contact with the game official in the white. The foul occurred after the play. It will be 1st and 10 after a 15-yard penalty.
Terry McCauley did not give the player's number, but we will try and find the contact with the official. It's an automatic penalty, and said that it was after the play.
This happens all the time, Chris, when players start wanting to walk onto the field and see the action on the field, and that ref, 95 there, is backing up, trying to get in position to see the play, and he just runs into somebody. That was James Coleman, that back judge, who got affected by somebody on the 49ers sideline.
Wipes out field position for Kaepernick and the 49er offense. For Bolden. What a grab at midfield, and he's fired up. And looks like Terrell Brown is down for the Raiders.
Yeah, Terrell Brown is coming over from his right corner spot.
A former 49er, 7 years in San Francisco before coming to the Raiders, said he was thankful for his years but would not trade his spot here in Oakland for anything, and anxious to play in this game. In pain here after the catch by Bolden.
Well, he challenged this throw. Heck of a catch by Bolden. You'll see him coming into your screen here, number 23 there, and watch his right leg as he comes down on the ground. He just, turned his ankle, but looks like he's getting up and walking off the field. You know, these type of things, you get in the air and your body's falling all over the place, and it's good to see him walking off the field. That looked like it could have been something serious.
Nico Thorpe inactive today with a hand injury in that secondary, so see where the Raiders go. Chimdi Chekwa also available. First down catch. Chekwa 35 comes in to play in the secondary. Kaepernick throws on the run and incomplete. Vernon Davis wasn't ready or looking in that area. Let's look at that play where the official called contact and the penalty against the 49ers.
You'll see him come in the frame here at the top of the screen. He's up here, way up there, upper left corner, trips over the player, and you know, from our view, we can't see who the player was.
He wasn't, they didn't give us a number, but you're supposed to be back off that red line.
White, yeah. There's actually a yellow line behind there that they should be behind.
But see coaches often say, get back. Kaepernick. And incomplete for Stevie Johnson.
Colin Kaepernick's done a good job on this drive, creating some offense by himself. You know, getting him out of the pocket and moving is where he's dangerous. Stevie Johnson had a chance to make a big catch there and can't come down with it.
Kaepernick is much more comfortable throwing on the run, on the move, as you said, out of the pocket. But the Raider rush has been on. They've been able to put pressure He's 9 out of 15, just over 100 yards with a touchdown and a pick. 17 seconds remaining on 3rd down and 10. From the pocket, straight ahead, Kaepernick inside the 35 and goes down. The clock ticking at a timeout quickly used. San Francisco's last.
Well, that's how he extends plays, and Oakland told us that this is the one thing that Colin Kaepernick, you have to be worried about him. When he can extend plays and create offense this way, then he is very dangerous.
A 17-yard run. Let's check in with Kurt Menefee, see what's coming up at the half.
Ahead on the Visa halftime, I'll get together with my little buddies to discuss the Browns coming up short against the Colts, the Steelers and Ravens coming up big, and the Titans fall to the Giants. Our Giants of football analysis will be back. We'll break it all down at the half. Hey, guys?
I was trying to think of something cute to say about that. I don't even know what to say.
They have so much fun on that pregame show and halftime and the OT with all the highlights and scores following the NFL action here on Fox. Remember, Phil Dawson made a field goal of 54, but wiped out because of a holding penalty. Then they had to punt. Right now, you're looking at about a 52-yard try if they get nothing. But no timeouts for the 49ers. Kaepernick throws. Crabtree out of bounds. 6 seconds remain here. And here comes Phil Dawson. Season long, that's in the books, 55. He's made 21 out of 25 across the board. Career long is 56. This one spotted at the 52 to tie the game. Lee, the punter, his holder. We got a timeout called.
Final charge timeout, Oakland.
The touchdowns in this game. Coming from each of the quarterbacks on short passes and a Janikowski field goal. There was an early interception by Kaepernick that led to the field goal, but then Bruce Miller, the fullback, works down the sideline for the touchdown, his first of the year, and then the tackle-eligible play. Donald Penn from Derek Carr.
Guys that do all the dirty work, right? Your fullback, usually a blocker. Your left tackle, always a blocker. It's nice to see them rewarded in the first half.
Yeah, not the most likely players you think would be in the end zone. Nailed it. Phil Dawson right down the middle. With 1 second remaining. 49ers trying to win their 8th game of the year, still in the playoff hunt. The Raiders coming off their worst beating after having maybe their best game when they beat Kansas City before that. And we're tied at 10.
We knew this was going to be a gritty game. We can talk rivalry all you want. I don't even think that it's about that. I think it's Raiders looking for an identity and trying to find something that they can take into the offseason as positive, and they've given a good fight today, Chris, so far.
And Colin Kaepernick, his running in that recent drive, 3 rushes for 26 yards. And he's 9 out of 16 over 100 yards passing, but he's also, as you said, had to avoid the rush quite a bit. And the subplot to this story, of course, 2 teams that their head coach